Okay, it's recording. Welcome everybody. We have to redo Weber Podcast Part Two one more time, because this thing is acting weird. So I'll pass this microphone to Halsey. Here's the microphone.
Hey viewers, how are you doing? I'm very, very, very excited to see you back. It's been a long while, and I'm very apologetic for the podcast part two that we had to do it. I just don't like when we have to do everything. But hey, man, it's cool. So, overview of the weather. So, let me pull up the water. Check out day one. Check out day one. Outlook. Guess what, guys? We are still under the risk for severe weather, and Raleigh, almost the whole state basically is under these conditions. So North Carolina, general thunderstorm risk through. We have it through New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. If you go to the storm predictions, so we have a severe weather outlook through. Let's cover from west to east. So most of the state of Washington, Oregon, a little bit Nevada, and like a little bit of California, New Mexico. It's covered basically, except the lower southern part of New Mexico, going towards California, Southern California. But let's get more serious and cover this threat severe weather. The first thing I'm gonna address is this level 2 out of 5 for most of see, yeah, for most of North Carolina. South Carolina is on it as well. So is and then the whole state is into this risk, but I don't think it's gonna get really, really, really bad. But we are having a level 3 in the middle of the yellow and the level 2. I'm sure you guys are aware of severe weather in the regions of the nation in the U.S. And um, I'm talking Kentucky, I'm talking Tennessee. Yeah, there's a general thunderstorm risk for like southern Texas. It's going, it's kind of curving, and then it's going, it's doing this curvy. I'm pretty sure. So basically the whole state of Florida is under that marginal risk, and the reason we're having storms is because there's a trigger that will make them happen. Um, so we have Virginia, West Virginia, middle lower parts of West Virginia, North Carolina, and we have South Carolina. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Carolina. Do you see that South Carolina has severe weather? In South Carolina right now? Yeah. So the inner parts of South Carolina are in it. The rest of the state, like western Georgia, so like through Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia, we're in level 3. Let's see. Not much. I'm trying to do my best to cover severe weather. Can you do me a favor? Look at the storm prediction center. It goes through Georgia. I'm gonna say Western Georgia. Um, like where Atlanta is. You know where that green is? That's where it goes. Yeah, like western parts of North Carolina. I would say they're at level 3. What do you say, Ben? So the areas at risk were Raleigh, Wilson, the suburbs of Raleigh, anywhere in the state today, basically. You gotta remember that Tennessee is also at risk. You know where Nashville is? Nation, Tennessee, where I want to go. Day one convicted outbreak. So let's see.
Full speech.
This podcast over and over again. I
Table audio 1. Table audio 1 1 of 1 clip row. Touch cursor. Status lock. Recording. Disk space remaining. Actual. Tool dock. Play at speed. Grabber. Playback. 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 Playbacks. Panel. Selection. Grabber. Project rate. Snap to. Show. Combo. Open.
So,
Project. Project rate hertz.
You got some information on
Snap
that.
to. Open.
Um,
Button. PC.
I seriously
Table
gotta
audio
study some
1 1.
more. Like,
JAWS per space.
back
Speech on
Kevin,
demand.
You wanna end it here?
Well, thanks so much for watching the Weather Podcast Part 2. Yeah, I'm sorry we had to redo this podcast over and over again. I understand why, because remember, Audacity is being weird, but yeah, I think I have to be careful around some states because they're doesn't like housing. He mentioned about there is a I think it's level 3 risk. Yeah, 80s or 90s. Yeah, yeah, I understand. This is serious, Like you mentioned, Georgia. I know, yeah, Georgia, New Mexico. Yeah, well, I'm going to say again, thanks so much for watching this podcast part 2. I hope we can do more, recordings of podcast part 3, probably this summer. Correct? Maybe this summer, because man, it's gonna get very hot. Probably in the 80s or 90s. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that's gonna be very hot. I'm gonna say this summer you may consider probably a fan or a air system. They call it like an air. Yeah, the AC. Make sure because it'll get very hot in your house and you'll be like, "Ooh, it's getting hot." Yeah. No, I'm not saying things like just don't wait until summer because it'll get very hot then.
Another thing is, just because the air conditioning is quiet, doesn't mean we should air. Air now. We're not trying to fearmonger you or anything. We're telling you that some people feel clear.
Yeah.
And why these things appear? I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm. Yes. Yeah.
We're seeing all these the other episodes. Hopefully, it doesn't happen.
But yeah, this is me, Karen19 and Gelsyn, and we're about to end the recording and see you next time for some more Liver Podcast Part 3. Good night.